There's something so cheerful and jaunty about the figure you see before you.
I saw this on
You
TikTok.
almost feel like you've stumbled onto the set of a game show. This is truly one sassy chap.
Welcome, welcome. I am the Sassy Chap, mascot and possible owner of Sassy Chap Games LLC. Sassy Chap Games. Here's where we'll put my greeting and introduction, explaining all the deep lore behind the Sassy Chap.
What, is this placeholder tech? You can date the credits? Yes, you can, Agbu. Look kind of like the ironing board guy.
No relation. I may not be the star of this game as it's our first, but just you wait. The next game will be called The Legend of Sassy 2, Chap's Awakening, and will feature my quest to uncover my holy backstory.
Sounds fun.
That's what I've been telling them. And here's where we'll have the chap introduce the concept of the dating game.
What's the dating game? I thought I was already playing this.
No, this one is slightly different. You have found one of the secret datables in the game. The developers. I'm not a developer myself, merely a mascot. But this is hard work too. I'm considered an asset.
Seem like a real hard worker.
Well, I am excellent at filling a pipe
Ooh.
with bubbles.
Okay.
When making this game, we wanted to give players the option to date the devs. But we wanted to sidestep the problematic condition that there are many players and only a small amount of us. And of course, many of us are in happy relationships. For now. So, we figured a fun way to do this would be for players to date each of us by answering a question about ourselves. Would you like to play?
I'm ready.
All right. We have an awful lot of lovely people who are dying to get to know you. You've been all up in their business this whole time, but now you get to really find out about them. Do you want to know the general rules?
Sure, why not?
Splendid!
What happens in general?
The rules are simple. Each dev will introduce and ask one question about themselves. You'll get to choose from 3 responses, each corresponding to a love, hate, or friendship ending with each dev.
General salutes
Then
general
move
rule.
on to the next one.
How many points do I need to win?
If by winning you mean find true love and happiness, 30. 30 points for finding true love and happiness.
Am I just guessing?
Essentially, yes. This is a guessing game.
It's not very fair.
There are methods in which you can work some of these out. And you can also reset your score if needed.
How many points per ending with each
2
dev?
points for a love ending, 1 point for a friend ending, and -1 points for a hate ending.
Ah, jeez. How many devs are there?
33, a lucky number.
Trippin' Dragon, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Trippin' Dragon. If you need to raid and run, we totally understand. Get some water, get yourself a snack, grab a, get a stretch in. Let me get you a shout out. Everybody, give Trippin' Dragon a follow. Let me do. Let me make sure I'm spelling it right. Welcome in, Trippin'. What were you doing tonight? What were you playing? What were you gaming? For everybody rating in, I am WG Ashwood. I'm your Fancy Focus charity streamer. I'm here playing Date Everything. We are just about to date the devs. Dragon, what were you doing? What were you playing? Let's see. I'll bring it back up in just a second. Back in the game.
Or at least that's as many as there were when we recorded this voiceover.
Can I have a hint?
If I were to offer one piece of advice, if you're looking for love, these are game developers we're talking about. Think nerd. They aren't going to want to do anything cool.
Okay, I'm ready.
Then let's get on with the show! Disclaimer. Developers who happen to be members of the SAG-AFTRA union will voice themselves. The rest, well, will be voiced by the very sensual RPG Beep. Not too bad a fate, I suppose. First up, we have... Hey, it's L!
Ah! Elle's a cute little doggy! Hello there, I'm Elle. I was one of the artists working under the amazing Aaron. It was such an honor to work alongside so many wonderful artists.
Wait, an artist? But you look like a little doggy.
What's wrong with a dog artist? There are many famous dog artists. For instance, Andy Warhol or Paul Picasso.
I don't think that's right. In fact, I think you just made that up.
Okay, you got me. I'm not really a dog. Since this is a world where you can date everything, why not choose to be anything I want to be?
But why a dog?
Because I just love dogs. I've loved them ever since I was a kid, and the family dog Lucky saved me when I got lost and stuck in the woods.
Well, how did that happen?
I used to go exploring with Lucky out in the woods. One day, while out, I got stuck in a briar patch and couldn't get out. Lucky went and found my older brother before leading him to me.
Goodness, that's a real Lassie moment.
Yeah, it would have been really rough if he hadn't saved me.
I see we're back to the dog puns.
Haha, I'm in such a good mood now. We should hang out. Let's go to the park for a walk. We can even check out the local hiking trails. They are a dog. That sounds amazing. Fresh air, sunshine, the outdoors are the corgi to my heart.
Her heart is full of love for you. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... It's Jane, a student who found some extra time to help us out with programming.
Oh, they've got coding on their shirt. Hello there, I'm Jane, a programmer on the project, someone who has gremlin energy, and a general menace who haunts the metaphorical studios of Sassy Chap Games. You may know me from absolutely nothing, as this is my first foray into development on games with actual funding, and manpower, and interest. Anyway, on to the question. Can you guess which of these two statements is a lie? You created the world's first Date Everything OC by a complete accident. You hid an image of Goku in a bug report screenshot. Trick question, false. Trick question, false. What? There is no trick question. This is a... How would false even be an answer? At least listen to the question.
Programmers enjoy precision. Jane hates you.
Ah! Jane hates me.
Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer.
I'm much better at dating the objects in the house than the real people. I want Jane back? I also like Jane. I like Jane too.
Next we have Jamie, our external producer from Team 17. They're not evil at all. Wait, did I just say that out loud?
And I told that particular Risk, if they keep acting up, they'll turn into an issue before you can say spreadsheet. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. I'm just sweeping up some last-minute risks on the project before we ship it off to our lovely players.
Jamie, the game has already shipped. We're live.
Well, of course we are. I knew that. Now quickly, distract the players with a question I sent you while I sneakily sweep some things past QA.
We're live? Oh, gosh, no, I'm not ready yet.
Take a breath, Penelope. Right behind you, Jamie. All right, so here's the question. Video games can take a long time to make, so which one of these statements happened to Jamie during development?
He broke his tooth by actually slipping on a banana while holding a big bowl of hot soup. He became a godfather, a fiancé, and the owner of all base 102 Pokemon cards. He finally learned how to do a cartwheel into a handstand and finished with a backflip all while holding his breath. I think I saw this on TikTok. I think he became a godfather, fiancé, and the owner of all 102 base Pokemon cards. Hey, I made it back in time just to hear your answer. You got it right. All those happened during our pre-production phase of the project.
Incredible! Jamie loves you. And I won't tell his fiancé a thing. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have Andrew Feliciano, the owner, operator, mic adjuster, and button pusher at Voice Tracks West.
Hey there! You might say I was one of the subcontractors while this house was being built. Everyone moved mountains to make it all happen, and I sure hope you are enjoying it.
Andrew is a very humble man. We couldn't make this game without his generosity of studio time and talent. Andrew did not write this part. I am adding it after he submitted his text. He can't hear this either, so he's just going to talk as if nothing's happened.
What grand experience is on my bucket list? It was in motion to happen in 2008, which was rudely interrupted by my current role at Voice Tracks West. Open ocean sailing? No way! I get seasick as hell!
Andrew hates your guess.
God damn it!
Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have...
Oh, hey! How are you liking the game so far?
Oh my god, it's so...
Oh, actually, sorry. Hold that thought. Getting a ping. Just need to copy this over and done. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
This game is absolutely...
Right. Yeah, one sec. Several seconds, actually. Oh, I gotta fix that. Wait, they did what? Not again. Okay. Looks like they need me in the back. But I can put my phone on silent. Okay, that should buy us a solid 10 minutes. What were we doing?
Have you done introductions yet?
No?
Let's start with a proper introduction then. This is the venerable Amanda Hufford, our dedicated, sleep-deprived producer extraordinaire, voice director, writer, script supervisor, scheduler, therapist, hostage negotiator, and maker of spreadsheets.
So many spreadsheets.
If there's a job to do on the game, Amanda has probably had a hand in it.
Aren't you forgetting something, dumbass? Oh, right. I'm also a voice actor. How do you forget your own fucking job? Whatever.
Look at the little thing with the knife.
And you decided to take on game development on top of that?
Venetia, remind me to ask Ray to put the cry on floor emoji in the game as a collectible and tag it here.
I like Amanda too, don't fuck it up. I'm gonna...
Shoot, we can't really do that because we don't own the rights to the art. But we could commission one that's similar. Let me message Neej.
No more collectibles.
Yeah, ever since I decided against painted backdrops for the dates, we went from 36 non-character art pieces to 404? Is that bad?
I sleep.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, maybe Garrett can throw in a sad trombone sound or something.
Yeah, sure. Sure, I could do that. Just let me finish composing about 115 songs first real quick.
Don't worry about it, Garrett. I got it. Would you want again a sad whistle or something?
Ah! Robbie! Robbie's got his kids! That's so cute! He's got a little Dorian! Look! Look, he's got a little Dorian! Look on his shoulder!
Robbie, if you start whistling again right now, I will turn this game around so fast, I swear.
Should I just come back another time?
Sorry. We'll figure all that out later. Thanks, guys. You can get back to it. I keep forgetting it's not just us around here anymore. You know, it's weird finally being able to share a game with you. I mean, you work on something for long enough and it kinda just becomes part of who you are. The last couple of years have been date everything, all day, every day, all the time. Meetings and emails and spreadsheets and revisions and meetings and hiring and lore changes, casting, plus direction and then scheduling and seriously the meetings. And after all that, after pouring everything you have to give into something, you still have no idea if anyone will even like it.
We love it! That's why you wouldn't let me finish what I thought.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Greatest cameo ever?
Even if you did tell me, I wouldn't remember. This version of me, right here, right now, just doesn't ever get to know. And that's okay.
What do you want? Hey, Trippin'. Finally made it out the dashboard. Got way tired and zoned out. Thanks for streaming this. Been wanting to check it out. Absolutely. Happy to have you here. We're having a great time with it. We're trying to get as many love endings as possible. It's right now we're dating the devs of the game. But Trippin', if you need to grab something to drink, grab a snack. We absolutely understand. If not, why don't you tell us what you were streaming today?
After you get done here, if there was something in the game you enjoyed, if anything really stood out to you or even meant something to you, let the team know. Take a little scroll through those credits for the names of all the amazing people who worked on this monstrosity, and if you like their work, go support them. And if you get to the end and realize it just wasn't for you, well, if you just flat out hated it right from the start, just promise me you won't tag me on social media and yell at me about it, okay? Can you do that?
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
Then you truly have all my love for it.
Amanda loves you.
Yeah! Alright, I didn't realize that was the question.
Would you like to date another dev?
Yes! Come on,
up
Robbie
with a
Daymond.
New developer. Next we have...
Oh, look at all the pets! Hi, I'm Adriel. I'm one of the original programmers on this game. I helped create the first vertical slice and set up the groundwork for what this game would become. Everything is so very different than when I first started working on it. Big shout out to everyone who worked on this since then. It wouldn't be what it is without every single person on this team. What an incredible and long journey this game has been on. I met Ray many, many years ago at GDC, and one time when we were hanging out, he pitched to me the idea of a dating sim game where you could date everything. How could I say no to that? I'll never forget the first time I laid eyes on our first two datables, Hoove and Harper. It was love at first sight. I was absolutely smitten with both of them. While I've also fallen in love with every character created since then, nothing will ever match what I felt towards my first two loves. Enough about me. I'm excited to learn more about you, my potential date. Would you like to take a walk with me? Sure. There's a few new places that have opened up nearby that I'd be interested in checking out. Looks like there's a new electronics shop, a petting zoo, and hardware store. I hope the petting zoo has goats. I love petting animals. I'm gonna guess based on all the pets that she has. Right? I love goats so much. Maybe there's rabbits and chickens and sheep. Maybe we can feed some llamas. I can't wait to see what animals are there and give every single one of them a pat on their sweet little heads.
Adriel is so very much in love with you. Would you like to date another dev?
Okay, we got an... Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... It's Wilbo Baggins!
Wilbo Baggins! William is fine.
But it's canon now.
There's a canon now?
Maybe in the sequel.
I would love to date a canon. Did you just change my name?
Writer.
Change it back.
Fine.
Thank you.
So, William, will they, won't they? Can I call you Wilbo?
Will they, won't they? Can I call you Wilbo? Will no.
Point taken. Tell us a little bit about yourself, William.
Well, I write.
They write.
They write. Then I rewrite.
They rewrite.
They rewrite.
Is that all? That's a little binary of you, William.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
What is that? Some kind of code? So, what else do you do?
Well, sometimes I break the game.
And how did you find us?
A screenshot of a Twitter post posted in Discord. Then a Zoom interview in a hotel lobby at 5 a.m. in the snow. The usual. Played a few things. Wanted to see how Starship Troopers was after the latest update. It's pretty good. Then you switched to some of the Blitz mode in Fortnite. Awesome. Sounds like a lot of fun, Dragon. How was Blitz mode? I've never played Blitz mode. Is that what is Blitz mode?
And how have you found us since?
I was about a month from giving up on games when I got this gig. This was my first big thing, and I wasn't perfect, and at times I thought I'd completely screwed it up. But everyone has been so patient and so kind. It's given me the chance to write a bunch of characters I adore, and to see them given light, color, breath, and sound by other artists I can only marvel at. I suppose I found everyone rather wonderful, willing our own little wonder into the world.
Well, isn't that sweet?
And you know...
Unfortunately, that's time.
Oh, sorry.
So, now you know. But the question remains, will they or won't they? Now, how would you like to determine the eligibility of your would-be suitor, dear William?
Sorry, I'm gonna be a little annoying.
Classic. For the frustrated, I wonder if there were any clues left behind somewhere.
I don't understand binary. Oh, shit. I don't understand binary code. Friends forever. All right.
Would you like to date another dev?
At least they didn't hate us.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... Well then, if it isn't
Robbie Daymond!
Daymond!
Yeah! All right, we can't let Robbie hate us.
Voice actor, writer, creative co-lead, and executive producer of this very game.
That's me. Sup, duder?
Sup?
Nothing much. Hey, anyone ever told you you sound like one of those 4 guys from...
Moving on.
New recipe.
Are you prepared for your date, Master Daymond?
Master Daymond? Who told you to call me that?
You did, sir, in your 3:18 a.m. email last night entitled, "Call me Master Daymond during the Date the Devs game show."
Ah, that's right. Well, I do have my MFA and am an experienced master dater. Wait,
Ha!
No take backsies.
oh, dang it! Fine. Hey, narrator, can you say Master Daymond with that sick British mid-central medial A?
Master Daymond.
Can I get that one more time, but like 69% sexier?
I'll give you an ABC. Master Daymond. Master Daymond. Master Daymond.
I'll take the last one.
I'll take the C-take. Thanks, JB.
When you're quite done, sir, I believe the player is ready to begin.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, Megan gave me a hall pass for this, so let's make it good. Fire away, you sexy little cipher, you.
I'm a huge tabletop nerd. Want to have a roll-off?
Oh, heck yeah, let's do this.
Roll a nat 20.
Double nat 20s? What are the odds?
Double nat 20s!
Nice to see you two bonding a bit. But it's time to up the ante for our player. Robbie, you put a fair amount of your life out there on the internet.
Not as much as I used to, but yeah, I suppose.
How about we give them a little quiz about you?
No, I don't know anything
no.
about Robbie's personal life.
Seems like a pretty played-out mechanic for a date.
You actually beat him in your roll-off? Nice.
But you're writing this, sir.
Meta. I like
When
it.
did you do a roll-off with
Fine
Robbie
then.
Daymond?
Quiz away, living manifestation of a mascot that I conceptualized.
Of course, Master Daymond.
69% sexier?
Master.
Daymond.
Nice.
Answer the following questions correctly, and you may earn Robbie's affection.
Sounds easy enough.
To
All right,
prevent
all right.
cheating and searching the internet, you have 10 seconds per question.
We came to Anime Oasis a few years ago. Nice.
Wait, we don't have an internal real-time clock in this game? I mean, I wanted one, but
Sir,
Ray said it was too hard to program. I didn't believe him at first, but it turns out it's true.
Master Daymond. The player doesn't know that, sir.
Oh, the illusion of choice and consequence. I gotcha. Cool sausage showing, chap. I mean, showing how the sausage is made.
Let's begin. Robbie is an outdoor enthusiast. What is his current favorite pastime in nature?
Hiking.
That's correct. Robbie is an avid hiker, recently conquering multiple 14ers and the SoCal six-pack, not to mention traversing the Grand Canyon rim to rim in a single day.
That's very
Oh, big
impressive.
toenail fell off.
Ugh.
Up next, Robbie has mentioned that he graduated with an MFA.
In theater performance.
That was the answer, sir.
Oops.
Pivoting, though his degree was in theatre performance, what was the subject of his thesis? A clue lies within a certain sudsy character he wrote for this game.
Hey, since when do they get hints?
Since you inadvertently made the question harder, Master Daymond.
Fine. But only since you called me Master Daymond.
Commedia dell'arte.
An astute suggestion. While he spent several semesters unlocking the intricacies of mask work and character study under Todd S. Planin, he did not write his thesis on it.
I'm something of a Scapino myself.
Time for the final round.
You mean grand finale?
Yeah, whatever. Here we go.
I'm so excited!
Robbie may be a
Hey, thank you for liking the
well-respected
live.
voice actor and soon-to-be multi-award-winning game developer, but he's also known on screen as a world-famous TTRPG player.
Yeah, he is.
He recently joined the third season of the first and most streamed Grottos and Gargoyles live play of all time, Whimsical Knoll.
Whimsical Knoll. Oh my god.
What class did Robbie choose to play?
A bard.
This'll separate the real nerds from the hardcore dweebs, he says with love.
Dorian's a bard. He's a troubadour.
Correct! Although he may have run from the class at first, he always found himself returning to it in early test games.
Guess I'm just a performer at heart.
And it gave him the opportunity to play a character with heavy charisma.
They call me the Rizzler, baby.
No one calls you that.
It is a fantasy game, after all.
Hey!
Score 1 for the chap. And that concludes our little Robbie D fun fact quiz.
I prefer to call it the fam exam, but whatever's clever.
Let's see how you did. Well done, player. You got 1 or 2 of these right.
Good enough for me.
You and Master Daymond are now friends.
Oh, he doesn't
Definitely.
love us. We're just friends. God damn it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Robbie. I wanted to love you.
Thankfully, Robbie has very low standards.
Low standards? Have you seen my wife? She is way out of my league.
Fair warning, Robbie likes to nickname his friends.
I'm calling you my little pee-pee poo-poo.
Oh, shit.
It's not too late to run. Would you like to date another dev?
Yep, let's keep dating devs.
I've come up with a new developer.
Hey, Spice. How are you doing? That's the appropriate way to talk about your wife. How was Anime ID, Spice? Did you have a good time? Did you eat and drink a lot?
Next we have, it's Garrett, lead audio designer and composer of far too many songs.
Yo, what up? I'm admittedly not a very emotional person with most things, but I express my emotions through my music. Garrett, I love your music. I especially love Shelly's theme. Speaking of which, can you guess the one film soundtrack that is guaranteed to make me cry without question every single time? Pirates of the Caribbean. Oh man, what a great movie. One of my all-time favorites. An amazing soundtrack. Absolutely stellar themes from Hans Zimmer and Klaus Badau. That's not the one I'm thinking of, though.
Still, he wants to be friends. Would you like to date another dev?
It's just friends. Why can't I get love? Would you like to date another dev? Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have Ray Chase.
Hello. I'm the final boss. And you're not ready to face me just yet. I have a query so puzzling, so difficult, that it requires that you meet everyone else here. So prepare yourself for the date battle of a lifetime. Bye.
All right, moving on. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have...
Hey, I'm Greg. I helped build the original prototype of this game with Adriel Wallach many, many years ago. Since then, I've been extremely busy making more games like Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog and Nova Island. OMG, speaking of, are you a Sonic fan? Yeah. Oh, I knew we were gonna be great friends. What's your favorite game? Sonic Adventure 2. Chef's Kiss, absolute classic. You truly are the one with good tastes.
Good taste is the way to true love with Greg. Would you like to date another dev?
They shut off the AC in the vendor hall an hour before it closed and just let you cook? No! That's so devious of them, Spice. I'm sorry to hear that. Were you drinking plenty of water? Yes, let's date another
Come
dev.
up with a new developer. Next we have... It's Sam! No relation to the Sam in this game. Pure coincidence, I swear.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I'm part of the writing team. I love cozy movies, beautiful autumn weather, and horror games movies, but I will close my eyes for the scary bits. You may know me from Neon White or read-only memoirs, Neurodiver. I've also worked on amazing projects like the Cartomancy Anthology, and others I hope to share one day when they release. Now that you know everything about me, we can skip the quiz and get married.
Dear me.
Kidding, let's play a game I like to call Guess That Fact. I'll give you 3 statements and one of them will be a fact, while the others, well, kitten, they'll be lies. I'll give you a small hint since you've been so nice to me. The answer can probably be found on my website, if you dare to visit that wretched place. Okay, let's begin. Here are your options. Remember, guess the truth. Started making games in 2000. It's featured on NPR. I'm trilingual. I'm gonna say started making games in 2000. Sadly, I did not start making games at 3 years old. I'm honored you think so, though. Ah, she's gonna hate me!
Developers hate telling you their age. Samantha hates you now.
No!
Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... Oh, Nijuku!
Oh, Neej.
Don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Right. Hi, I'm Neej. Nice weather, huh? I wouldn't know. I spend most of my day at my desk drawing, and my blinds are usually closed because if I open them, all I see is glare on my screen.
Neej is the lead artist on this game, which means she designed all 107 characters, including myself, and almost all the UI that you see.
You'd kill for a tablet that big? It is as big as their torso.
Did she sign up for all of this? I think partly she didn't realize what she was getting herself into.
It was certainly interesting finding out I was lead artist on my very first call with the team. Like, welcome to the team, surprise!
And we are so glad that you said yes.
Got thrown into the deep end, but I learned a lot, and lucky for everyone, I'm perpetually fueled by thirst for fictional babes. So yeah, if you catch yourself staring at parts of your house for too long, and you start feeling weird fluttery sensations when appliances are turned on, I guess that means I've done my job right. But let's be real, I couldn't have finished the art without my team of artists behind me. Big shout out to Tay, Pejin, Renoni, Elle, Debs, Palia, Kale, Helly, Nick, Mel, and Shanae. I appreciate y'all so much.
Excellent. And before we move on, do you have any questions for your potential date?
Date? Alright, this is the dating part. I thought this was another work call. Anyway, I guess I have some free time now, so what would we get up to? Stay in for a game night. Video games, board games, dinner from a styrofoam box. Oh, hell yeah, now you're talking. And then you can meet my doggo, who's the cutest and bestest boy ever. You can totally bring your fur baby too, if you have one. It's a date.
A very artistic date. It might just be love. Would you like to date another dev?
Yay! We got a love for once. Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have, ladies and gentlemen, script kiddies and coding wizards, gather round as we unveil the architect of algorithms, the smasher of bugs, our lead engineer, Tiago.
Tiago? Hey, chap. Hey, everybody. So happy you're all enjoying the game.
So, Tiago, I've got some questions for you here. Let me just... Ow!
You okay there, chap?
Maybe... No, I need...
Oh no! Chap's glitching!
Great timing. Here I was with my 32-page speech ready.
Don't just stay there, do something!
Let's get you fixed, pal.
Should I do something?
Don't worry about it. And all set.
Thanks. I do feel much better. But what happened to the bug?
It's running toward the kitchen. Help!
What should Tiago do with this damn bug?
This just means that we'll have a new version, much more to look forward to. Oh yeah, for sure. And who knows, maybe that will end up being a pretty cool DLC. Thanks, champ. I'll make sure we don't have any of these around here. I'm around if you ever need support.
Tiago's positivity fills you with love.
Yeah, we got another love!
Would you like to date another dev?
Yes, keep dating the devs.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... Welcome Samuel to the stage. Say hi, Samuel.
Ah, I like your shirt, Samuel. I really like your glowing collar.
I see what kind of interview we're in for. Tell the folks at home a bit about yourself.
I'm here for a good time, a long time, and just here in general. Hopefully that's good enough.
What a card, hmm? What did you do on Date Everything, besides punning? That doesn't count.
I was a generalist, so I helped with everything from adjusting code, fixing bugs, and implementing content like animations. Fun stuff, as I do say so myself.
Ask our lovely audience a question. Maybe you'll hit it off.
Oh, sure. Well, we've actually met before, but I'm having a bit of trouble remembering. What's your go-to game format? High octane, non-stop CCGs and TCGs. What is a CCG? I know that TCG is trading card game. Let's go with this. Samuel looks like a TCG player. Oh hell yeah! Let's do it. Bonus points if you like eating good food. I'm a passionate cook. Collectible card game. Okay.
Fantastic. Everyone loves a good cook.
I said passionate. I didn't say I was good.
But you are in love nonetheless. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... It's Jonathan, one of our writers!
Ah, I love their glasses. Hello. Aside from writing, you may know me from the many actual plays I participate in. Oh, really? What, There's a reason I tend to be behind the DM's chair 90% of the time, and it all started with a single character. You know what character was the biggest influence in my life as a writer and role player? I'm gonna guess Driz Jordan. Bingo! Driz sparked my joy of reading and world building. I began to DM as a means to give players the same excitement I felt reading the Driz novels.
Role-playing? Jonathan loves it! Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... Hey You! By the Coffee Machine!
This is not my 5th cup of coffee, I promise.
Debs here is part of our...
He said DM, it was clearly Dritz. That's what I thought too. Amazing is correct. Everyone is so immensely talented. I'm so thankful to have been able to work alongside them.
You all seem to get along very well as a team. I've seen you in that fancy Discord thing where you can all talk.
Mm-hmm. One thing you may or may not know is that a lot of us worked remotely on this project. Well, it's great working 5 steps away from my kitchen and bathroom. It wasn't quite the same as an in-studio experience. So sometimes we would have a voice chat set up for anyone who'd like a little company while working. It was important to me that we vibed well as a team, you know? Now, speaking of vibing well together, let me challenge our guests here. Quick, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the 1999 hit All-Star by Smash Mouth? Go. Shrek, obviously. Digimon! Fuck yeah, Digimon! Aha, I fucking knew it. A person of culture. Prodigious taste. Not many people nowadays know the cultural experience that is the 2000 North American release, Digimon the movie! Hell yeah, me and Debs could be best friends! I also love Debs. If you guessed this answer well, it does take some real attention to detail to be able to figure that out. Or maybe you were just lucky. Either way, I'm impressed. Well, when you're done running around, meet me at the bar. Next round of potato juice is on me.
True love from devs. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... Oh, hey, it's Dom.
Hi, Dom. Hey, chap, what's up?
Well, we've got our lovely player that wants to know a little bit about you.
Oh, well, I'm Dom Din. I'm the writer and voice actor for Kopi, and I'm from all the way in Australia. Why doesn't... If they're the voice actor for Kopi, why weren't they voicing themselves?
That's right! You don't really sound Australian sometimes, though.
Oh, big time. I have this quirky little thing of being able to speak in both an Australian and American accent. Heck, I even stumped some of the crew when I first met them. I have to explain to a lot of people how I got it, and it's literally just because I was watching and playing so much American stuff. Let me be real, though, it was mostly dubbed anime. Nerd alert.
But hey, look at you now, dubbing anime.
You know it, look at me now.
Well, Dom, is there anything you want to do with your pending date?
How about we play some video games while we're here? You got time, right? What kind of game would you want to play with me? Let's play a JRPG. Oh, you definitely know my kind of style. I have the perfect game I want to show you. It's one of my favorites. So I have 4 guys that travel around in a fancy car and demonstrate the true power of bromance and friendship. So, what is that, Final Fantasy 15? I heard their voice actors are huge nerds, too.
I'll have to check that out myself one day. Dom is in love with you for this answer. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next, we rummaging around in the top of your closet, you find a somewhat untidy box of crafting supplies. It's Kale!
Holy shit, look at Kale. They're kind of my type. Oh, jeez. It's me.
Ah, yes. The aggregated result of many hobbies started and intermittently maintained, still brimming with creative potential.
It's always nice to keep me around. You never know when I might be useful. Even late in the game, I'm happy to be here to help out. Sorry, I'm getting flustered. Getting to be involved in a huge project like this, even in a little support role, it's really special to me.
True. You had been stowed away for a little while and joined us when the time was right.
Kale took Ashwin's breath away? Maybe a little bit. Thank you for the hydrate, Spice. You never know when inspiration might strike, when you might need to finish up a project or start something entirely new. It's also excellent when your hobbies start to overlap. Like right now, I've combined drawing, embroidery, and painting into bookbinding and cover designs. That's an amazing hobby, Kale. That sounds awesome.
Lovely. Any other thoughts for your imminent date?
Oh dear. I guess perhaps let's consider a fun night in to make some cool stuff. Let's work on a new hobby. I have all these ideas and would love some help to make it perfect. Yes, that sounds great. I might have just the thing for you. What you have in mind? Tell me all about it.
This is the way to Kale's heart. It's love. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... Hey, it's Souha! She's a writer, VO director, and game developer across a few different studios, including her own, Truant Pixel.
I love her her jacket. It's very it's very Trapper Keeper. And she has a bobby pin. And a Kopi pin, I think. Oh, is that the air fryer? I can't tell if that's the air fryer or the coffee machine. Lisa Frank, exactly. You hydrate too, Spice? But no buts, you hydrate too? Yeah, I'm with Agbu on this one, Spice. Make sure you're hydrating. How's Dane holding up? He's fine. He got a lot of IRL time, friend time, some magic packs, and now a barnacle. Glad he's doing well. Me too. Pretty sure I told you to introduce me as Souha, Queen of the Universe, but okay. Thank you for that extremely adequate introduction, chat man.
Souha has written for a lot of characters on this project, including much of the narrator. Let's hear from a few of her characters now.
Dasha flexes, her muscles bulging spectacularly. You get the impression she could crush you with her pinky, if she so chose.
I would like her to choose that, yes please. Abel!
Abel removes his hat from his head, bringing it to his chest in a classy gesture that also manages to show off the muscles in his arms. Dunk strikes a pose between the two of them, showing off his magnificent physique and dazzling smile.
Have I romanced Dasha yet? I haven't even talked to Dasha yet.
This world is impure.
Who is that? What are you? Are you the air fryer?
Friar Errol doesn't bother flexing like the others. Muscle is clearly not his strong suit. Still, you get the sense he could ruin your day all the same.
Yes, she's written some truly formidable characters, strong in body and spirit.
The moment Souha comes into view, the Datable's entire posture changes. Their eyes find the floor, and an air of despair settles over everyone.
Say something nice about me, losers. That includes you too, narrator. Don't think I didn't hear that shit. Try again.
The moment Souha arrives, something seems to shift. There is a divine presence in the room, as though an angel had just touched down from the heavens. You only just managed to hold yourself back from falling in love with her on the spot, but it takes a truly heroic effort. She is a formidable woman, nay, a goddess.
Much better. All right, sound off, dweebs.
Souha is greatest woman I have ever known. I have often asked, is she even mortal? Perhaps she's a fairy queen.
Souha is like a rainbow after a thunderstorm. Only the rainbow's made of knives.
Souha gives Abel a sharp look. He quiets down immediately.
Just a rainbow. Pretty and lovely and all that.
Dunk steps forward, squinting at his palm.
Sohan, very spank.
Are you reading off your fucking hand?
Duncan immediately hides his hand behind his back.
You're the hottest babe alive, ma'am. A real touchdown of a woman.
That's what the hell I thought. Friar?
Our Father of Convection's blessings come in many forms.
Wait, is that Liam? Is that Liam O'Brien?
Souha is one of his greatest blessings.
Quick, somebody look up for me who Friar is. The Friar in Date Everything. I had further appearances scheduled from Daisuke, Tony, Tina, River, Penelope, Betty, Timothy, Bobby, Willie, and others. About 23 or so datables in all, give or take. Time's getting short, and those windbags really can go on. So let's just skip to the good part. How hard do I rule exactly? So hard. Oh, I like you. You're just so sharp. Very good.
You're safe now.
Well, I've got to run. Game Dev Empire to run. Thousands of episodes of Real Housewives to watch. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, etc., etc. Bye.
Souha came onto the project later on in its development cycle, but it's like she's always been here. Somehow, every day has felt like a decade. May God have mercy on our souls. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... Hey, Julia, they're here. Julia?
Hey! Yeah, sorry, I was just out in the back, slinging those kettlebells. What's up?
Ah, I love the shoulders. Look at all the flowers.
They're here. Your date.
Oh, wow, really? That's so cool, hey! You must be my date. Truthfully, the most important aspect of the game is this lovely new human standing in front of us right this very minute.
Oh my gracious. That's so sweet I might vomit.
Whoa, me? Seriously?
Oh, yeah, you. Why do you think we did all this? It's all been about you.
Hurling. Like, right now. Hurling glitter. Honestly, doesn't taste as bad as I would have expected.
And to celebrate you playing, experiencing this world, getting to this point where you get to date us, we've got a gift. And, bonus, you get to pick which of these 3 gifts you like the best. Pretty cool, huh?
Super cool. If only all gift giving was like that.
Amen. If I get one more pair of Argyle knee socks...
So, you can have whichever of these you like.
Okay, so the choices are a Caribbean vacation to a private island with unlimited rum, an actual vintage railroad spike covered in rust and dirt, and the dried blood of the last person it was used to murder, or a pretty decent oat milk latte lukewarm. I'm gonna go with a Caribbean vacation.
An excellent choice. Really the only safe choice.
Although, Julia forgot to mention that the island is overrun with genetically modified javelinas that eat only human hair and coffee beans.
Ah, yes. An unfortunate omission.
Julia, what the fuck?
So, listen, you're supposed to get an ending with me, like you got with all the other awesome folks you've gotten to know in the house. And the way I've decided to do that here is...
Julia mimes doing a drum roll with her 2 index fingers.
just to ask you. Did you hate our date? Did you love it? Do you kind of maybe not so secretly love me now? Let me know. And hey, whatever you choose, you've been a blast.
Couldn't agree more.
See you for the next adventure.
I liked it. You and I aren't going to be more than friends. You and I will be together forever.
Well, now that's something. Julia is yours, virtually, forevermore. Her husband Ray wrote these lines. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... Would you look at that? It's Nick Thurston. He's a writer, voice actor, and creator of the Moonsong Fantasy Universe.
I thought his name sounded familiar.
Huh? Oh! Hi! Didn't see you there. Had my head in a book.
I'm a huge fan of the Moonsong podcast.
You are? That means the world to me. Thanks. I pour my heart and soul into it. Great to meet you.
Nick has been a part of Date Everything since the very beginning.
Ah, the beginning. Those writers' meetings in Robbie's garage were a riot. Remember when I read Hoove's original dialogue out loud for the first time? And it was so spicy and raunchy that...
And that will be enough of that.
Oh, right. First, introductions and all.
Nick is somewhat prone to putting his foot in his mouth.
I get carried away when I'm having fun. Since you're here, douchebag, why don't we...
Douchebag? What? Why call me a douchebag?
play a little game?
That's intriguing.
Isn't it? If you win, I'll give you a little kiss.
He leans close and whispers, close enough that you feel the warmth of his breath and catch the masculine aroma of his scent.
Who wrote that?
Don't worry. My wife Alex says it's cool as long as we're in Fantasyland. And if you get the extra credit right, you can have a full-blown makeout sesh.
Hell
How's
yeah.
that sound?
Yes, Daddy.
I like the sound of that. Okay, here we go. I know this is gonna be tough, but one of these 4 characters is one that I didn't actually write. Who is it?
Lux, they're way too bitchy for a nice guy like you. Arma, I don't see you writing so much anxiety. Bodhi, way too many 80s rests for you. Sinclair, you seem too normal to have come up with that. How about Lux? They're way too bitchy for a nice guy like you.
Nope, Lux was me. They were inspired by a lot of the terrible influencer types my wife has worked with. Not to mention all those idiot alpha male productivity guys you see these days. Good guess, though. Well, alas, you didn't guess it correctly. No love ending for you.
Damn.
That's all good, because I'm in the market for cool friends. And I think you're just what I was hoping for. Good luck on the rest of your playthrough. I hope you have an amazing time.
A friend ending with you and Nick. Not bad.
Oh, I really wanted Nick's love ending.
Would you like to date another dev?
Yeah.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have Evan Markhort, Amanda Hufford's emotional support, co-owner of recording studio Voice Tracks West, sometimes engineering sessions, sometimes running the dishwasher, and sometimes fixing file names buried deep in spreadsheets.
I like their jacket. Oh, their jackets have little X-wings. Their sliders on their audio bar are X-wings. Hell yeah. Thanks, chap. It's great to be a part of
You
this.
are incredibly helpful dealing with tens of thousands of lines recorded by an indie studio. Your assiduous... Damn it. Go one more time. Your assiduousness in editing each take is much appreciated.
When I'm not recording voice actors pretending to be toasters, I'm planning my next vacation. Can you guess my favorite country I've visited so far? I'm gonna guess Morocco. Yes! The food, the people, the scenery. What's not to love?
Spitting Camels comes to mind. Evan loves you. And Morocco. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... it's Logan Burdick, I'm afraid. He's a terrible writer and in a terrible pickle.
I love all these people's blazers. Thank God you're here. I'm here. It's a celebration. Now listen to me very carefully. Both our lives depend on it. Oh, okay. There's a bomb affixed around my neck. I don't see one. The only way to disarm the device is to answer the following question correctly. If you fail, the bomb will instantly explode, probably killing us both. Definitely killing me. At the very least, maiming me a little. Honestly, my healthcare is kind of sketch right now, so I don't really need the hassle. And obviously, I can't just tell you the answers or they'll detonate the device remotely. Wait, who are they? There's no time. Okay, question 1. What's my favorite flavor of ice cream? Anything sorbet. Not sure that sorbet is technically a flavor so much as it's a different type of dessert entirely. Considering our lives are hanging in the balance, here's hoping the judges aren't sticklers for accuracy. Alright, question 2. I wrote a dozen characters in this professional dating simulation, many of whom strongly advocate the sport of cheese rolling. But which of the following characters did I not write? David Most, Tinfoil Hat, that microwave who yells a lot, Broomby the Talking Broom, that weird guy Sungwon voiced, or the weird xylophone guy that Sungwon also voiced. I haven't found any of Sungwon's Broomby the Talking Broom, because there isn't a broom. Wait, did I write Broomby? Hell, I hope I did. He was just the absolute best, right? Legit best character in the game by far. Still can't believe they actually got Mark Hamill to voice him. So sick. That he's not in the game. That's not true. You liking jackets? Shocker. Look, they've all got cool blazers. Question 3, the final round. God, this one is really, really hard. Which is undeniably the best Sheryl Crow song. Hurry. All I want to do. Yes, one of the greatest hits of 1994. But it is the greatest song, and is it the greatest song in her catalog? I hope you're right, or I'm afraid neither of us will ever see the sun come up over Santa Monica Boulevard again. Well, that's it. Pencils down. The countdown is almost complete now. In a few seconds, we'll find out if you got everything right. I wouldn't put money on it. It's not because I don't believe in you or anything. It's just that gambling is possibly illegal in whichever state we're currently in. Well, you didn't get all the answers right, but you didn't get them all wrong either. Honestly, I don't know what the heck that means. The bomb didn't go off, so I'm just going to call that a win for me. Anyway, I'm late for a thing with some people, but it was so great seeing you.
Perhaps you'll be one of those people, as Logan is now your friend.
Okay.
Would you like to date another dev?
We'll be right back, everybody. Give me 20 seconds. Out of the corner. And that to me is like the most lazy and disrespectful thing you can do when you set up a magic system.
Sure. I think it's interesting the way that it's like had to change. I really liked part 1, which I know is not a very popular opinion.
I liked part 1. Like
I thought
I didn't like it.
Oh sure.
But it was...
No, you heard it here first, folks.
Fuck.
Ashwood Audio liked part 1 of JoJo's. He likes JoJo.
Good Chainsaw Man go. Ooh, all of our hunting rifle bullets.
Easy.
All right, sorry about that. All right, back to the game. Ashwood likes part 1 of JoJo's. Part 1 is okay. JoJo's itself is crap. I didn't really like it. Like to date another dev? Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have... Why, it's Devin! A writer and one of the main people who set us on the path to getting this game funded.
Hi there, I'm Devin, a writer for some of the Dateables. Mostly Beverly is my gal. Hell yeah, Bev is my gal too. If I could finish her goddamn story quest. I love history, which you may pick up on upon meeting those characters. I'm going to give you a little history quiz. Which of these is the true name of the Queen of Egypt, famed for her beauty, cunning, and relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony? It's Cleopatra. I think it's Cleopatra Thea Pilat. Correct! Great job! I'm always happy to meet another history buff. Those of you that just looked up the answer, well, at least you're resourceful.
It's true love with Devin for you. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it. It's not something I would be able to regurgitate, but putting it in front of me like that, I vaguely remembered it.
Next we have... Hi, I'm J. Michael Tatum. Please call me Michael. The J is just to throw off my enemies.
Removing.
I'm a prolific voice actor, writer, and sometimes composer who thrives on complicating my friends' creative projects. I enjoy curling up with a good book before scintillating midnight vistas, stimulating conversation with fictional characters, and long walks in my head. I play piano to avoid social obligations. First, let's talk literature. My favorite books? No. Regale me with your tastes. What book series do you most enjoy pretending to have read?
The Dune series. Lord of the Rings?
Bad choice, but it must be said the films do make it rather easy to cheat. Next, let us turn to matters culinary. If tasked with preparing a repast of choice, what element would I almost certainly get wrong?
Did you get wrong? Probably mole. Oh, no, you would definitely fuck up consomme.
Time-consuming, granted, but as I am never without a ready supply of mirepoix, hardly beyond me. Now, a subject near and dear to my heart. Music. What vestigial organ does a minor sixth chord remind you of?
What? The coccyx.
Precisely where I feel the crunchiest interval.
What? How? OMG, Dune is great. But I never recommend most people try reading beyond the first. I just, it's so thick. It's so dense.
Well, well. I fear that this lad might just be classier than I. Let's see how you fared with Michael. Mon ami, let us sip tea together and pick apart the tastes of the hoi polloi. I feel Michael and I would get along quite well. Who's our next victim? Would you like to date another dev?
Wait, okay, are we love? Was that love or was that friends? Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have Ben, submitted his date after the deadline. And it, well, you'll have to judge for yourself. Here he is.
Ben worked on UI and animation for Date Everything. Ben loves making and playtest. What? Ben loves making and plating games at work with his 2 kids. Ben climbs, bouldering, and skateboards on his weeks. He also runs a podcast on AI and ethics called the Machine Ethics Podcast. Ben may or may not be a robot.
So, do you like Ben?
I think this is a great idea. I love Ben.
He loves you back. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have, it's Sophie J, our 3D artist.
They're
She
cute.
built your house single-handedly.
And their blouse is Blender cubes. It's Blender. Hey there. I'm a 3D artist, so I'm inspired by a lot of different things. But there's something in particular that I love most of all. What do I believe is the greatest media of all time? Fable? Totally a big inspiration and a British classic, but not the mightiest.
Merely friends with Jay.
Shit.
Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have, who's that in the corner of the ring with a steel chair? It's Tay!
Alright, this is gonna sound really shitty if I'm not right. Is that a Sasuke tattoo? What's that a tattoo of? Hi, I'm Taylor, or Tay if you're nasty, and I'm a 2D artist on the game. I drew stuff and things, and so many things. Gee, I haven't been let out of the basement. The execs keep all the artists in for a hot sec. What are we doing? Oh, that's right, this is a dating game. People usually get to know each other first, though, right? I'm new to this whole thing. It's lonely in the basement. And cold. So cold. They have a Vash the Stampede plushie on their purse. Anyway, where to start? We have so much to cover in so little time. This is by far the coolest thing I've ever gotten to be a part of, and I'm so thankful to have had even a small part working alongside the most talented, funny, and passionate company, even if we were locked in the house's basement. I love horror movies, JRPGs, TTRPGs, CRPGs, all the RPGs. Evenings in with my cat, a good iced latte, and long romantic walks down the manga aisle. What else? Oh, I've got an encyclopedic knowledge of theme park history. Musicals are my guilty pleasure, and I can recite more fights from RuPaul's Drag Race than I can count on one hand. I cry every time I hear the Star Trek main theme. The weight of my heart is definitely asking about my D&D character. How do you feel about Muppets? And do you have a moment to talk about why Tarsum Singh's 2006 cult classic The Fall is the greatest film ever made? Do you like jazz? What's your opinion on the recent renaming of Cantina music in the Star Wars canon? This is very important for our relationship going forward. Oh man, I haven't even touched on animation yet. Should we sit down? I think I've got a steel chair around here somewhere. Tell me about your D&D character. Only ancient prophecies have foretold this moment. No one has ever asked me this question before. Are we about to make out right now?
Off screen, off screen! Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer.
It's absolutely dense. Your roommate and you are listening to them on audiobook. We're up to the 5th book. Agbu, how many books are in the Dune series? I know that things get really weird after the 3rd one. I know things get really weird in the 3rd one. I know they get really, really weird after the 3rd one. You listened to them on audiobook years ago, I think up to 5? Read all of them before, but we are re-listening? Nice.
Next we have TJ, a writer extraordinaire.
I love their shirt. It's got little controllers on it, tables, globes. It's got the characters from Date Everything. It's a Date Everything shirt. Howdy. How Yin's doing? Who am I? Oh, I'm just a humble writer and theater professor. I teach the kids real good.
TJ is actually quite humble. I've seen it myself.
There's one movie musical that has a stage adaptation that I love more than any other. I've seen it 6 times. I'm not obsessed, you are. Little Shop of Horrors? I'll be yelled at for this, but I like the movie version more.
TJ is friends with you, nonetheless.
Damn it.
Would you like to date another dev?
I should have picked the Lion King.
I've come up with a new developer. Next we have...
Hello, I'm Rebecca.
Before working here at Sassy Chap Games, LLC, Rebecca spent 10 years working in corporate jobs, with a background in project management.
Well, there are 6 written by Frank, and then 2 by his son that are main series, and a ton of side stories by his son. Okay, good to know. I should have picked Lion King, Agbu, you're right. Yeah, I used to work for, let's say, one of David Most's colleagues.
Big enough?
My brother Ray desperately needed someone to help make sense of some really big spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets are actually 99% of game development. She came on just in the nick of time.
I was only on the game for a few months. After leaving corporate for good, I decided to start a career in nursing.
Her story has influenced one of the characters in the game.
Okay, enough biography stuff. Date time. I like baking cakes for my friends and walking around bookstores and buying books. On a good day, you might even catch me reading one.
What is Rebecca's idea of a perfect date?
Going to a concert or a musical and then drinking tea and having dessert while discussing horror movies. Building a Lego set while watching a movie marathon. Ooh,
That's
yeah.
something she very much likes doing with her friends. Would you like to date another dev?
All right, we got another friend ending. I feel like I'm way better at dating the datables than dating the devs. Am I just not good with people?
I've come up with a new developer.
So the sixth book ends on a huge cliffhanger, and then Frank died. When his son read his notes on how to finish it, he didn't think there was enough backstory, so he wrote the side stories and finished it in 2 books instead of 1. Okay, interesting. I think that's pretty cool, how he carried on his dad's legacy. Ashwood, all the devs died 10 years ago. That can't be true!
Next we have...
Oh, hi there. You're still around?
Indubitably.
I love their jacket. That is... I'm trying to... It looked like a Gorgon at first, but I'm trying to figure out if... Are they... Do they have a snake tail? I appreciate the dedication, bud. I don't know how to say that. Pajant? One of the artists that brought this game to life. Look, I know this experience was so fun is a total cliche, but this team brought so much joy, heart, and enthusiasm into the game. I'm so sorry if I'm getting your name wrong. One of my absolutely favorite things is being surrounded by people who get shamelessly passionate about things with no interest in downplaying or curbing their excitement. It's intoxicating being around so many equally driven and busy people.
Paint, I'll turn the microphone to you and ask, is that important to you?
Paint, I gotta ask, why put the J in there if not to trip people up? Totally. My friends tell me that if I'm not working on a project or doing something creative with my life, I'm not myself.
And what are some of the things you're excited about?
Oh man, so many. Drawing is a clear cop-out. My recent ambitions have been modding designs, teaching myself 3D modeling, and even how to animate. On top of that, I've been spending a stupid amount of time in tattoo shops, both getting inked and learning how to tattoo others. I'm also big on plants. I have an extensive collection of almost triple digits that I've been carefully cultivating over the past decade. Then we have to talk about home decor and antiquing. Did you know how power crazy one can get when you finally have your own space? I've learned things about crown molding I never even thought about. And then there's the traveling, the pretentious foodie bit, the escape room enthusiasm, and oh, the musicals. Point is, I'm good at being busy. It's important to have things to look forward to, you know? My question to you would be, are you also happy keeping yourself busy? You also like to share and be samishly invested in things you're passionate about? Oh yeah, I just like to get kind of involved in things. I don't understand people who get super hyped about their interests. Totally, cringe is dead. Blast me with that open enthusiasm for all things creative. I definitely love and share the whole getting wildly consumed about your passions bit, but I hope you also make time to rest and recharge after all that. No, totally. Cringe is dead. Blast me with open enthusiasm for all things creative. Yes! Oh, I'm so excited to hear about everything you have in store for us. Let's grab a drink and cook up some projects
Death
together.
To cringe. Death! Friends for paint. Friends.
The Friends ending? Oh, come on!
Would you like to date another dev?
If you're gonna lose Jane, I need alternatives. I'm so sorry, Squiz. I didn't mean to lose Jane. Let's date another dev.
With a new developer. Next we have...
Hello, I'm Jay. AJ Pura, one of the writers of this game. I hope you enjoy your time with the datables I wrote.
Otosa, let's play a few sets.
I haven't been able to find this character. I miss playing tennis, Hirohime. When was the last time I saw the sun?
Uh-oh. Everything will be okay. I'll go get Shadow Lord. He'll know what to say.
Hey, what do you think about anime? I love it. Hell yeah, thanks for chatting with me.
Now that's paying attention to context clues. Jperia loves you. Would you like to date another dev?
Yes.
I've come up with a new developer. Oh, that's your lot.
So it is.
Is it time?
The final boss of Sassy Chap. Are you prepared?
Let's fucking go. Yeah.
I thought you'd say that. So, right now it's 2:36 a.m. after a VO recording day, and I was able to polish Hank's Telly Lady M and Sassy Chap today, but I missed the milestone 18 deadline by 8 full hours. My gift to myself is not writing the intricate ink thing I had originally planned for my boss battle.
His blazer is the datables again. I love this. I need that blazer.
Is that okay? Can I go to sleep?
Go to sleep.
We're recording Gaia, Johnny, and Prissy tomorrow. That should be fun. Good night, I love you.
And that's it. There's nothing left to do but submit your score. Time for us and our studio audience to find out how we devs feel about you. Are you nervous? Excited?
Excited.
So am I! Your current relationship is... goodness. Love!
Yeah, the devs love me!
I may be sassy, but even here, I am rather proud. We've come so far, you and I. And I'm very excited to see where we go next.
Wonderful. Yes, 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 yes!
I've developed a love interest in you.
Okay, I think we're gonna call it there, everybody. I think that's it for tonight. I've got to be at work